mansion dig out. I just wanted to show off the neighborhood it's in, because the first house you pass by is a castle. It's pretty much the Birmingham Palace, if you're familiar with that building. It's kind of insane, honestly. And then if you look across the street, you got some more huge buildings. Really cool neighborhood, honestly. And the one that we're doing is all the way in the back, a little bit smaller, not as big as these ones, but still super cool. So hopefully this is enjoyable for you guys. You get some like little insight into where the job's at. Pretty cool stuff.
All right, real quick, huge shout out to Hunter and Will for leaving these comments on last week's video. We read all your guys' comments and feedback is phenomenal. All right, onto the basement dig out. You can see the guys have finally graded the floor here and got it all prepped for concrete. Hopping down here, you can see the expansion joint on the bottom of the walls here. That is to stop the walls from cracking if the concrete decides to expand a lot. And then as well as that, we have the perimeter drain going around. You can see the sump pit back here. So all the water that's trying to make its way under the floor into the basement is going to go into that instead. And then finally, you can see these blockouts around the pillars right here. Those are temporary pillars, so that's why we're blocking them out, because they're going to be removed later. All right, now into the video. You can see the guys doing prep work just like last week. Lots of concrete bags coming in. We got a good question last week of why there's so many concrete bags, and then sometimes we use the pump truck, and that's pretty much just the timing thing, really. We're waiting on the pump truck, and instead of waiting, we just have the guys pour so the job can continue and progress can be made. Guys are wrapping up the final footers here. You can see they got some dirt that they're gonna have to excavate. I think that's the last of the dirt. They're done digging at this point, and now it's just the final prep work and getting this ready for the final pour. Lots of concrete on this job. It's kind of incredible, the square footage on basement dig outs, because you have all the footers, you have the slabs, you have the concrete, you have the walls. It adds up. I want to say we use about 300, 400 bags of concrete on this. So right now in the back corner, you can see him finishing up those last footers right there by the entrance. Lots of form work. You can see all the wood everywhere. Wood and concrete, that's pretty much the name of the game on these basement dig outs. Alright, you see some saw cutting right here that they're doing on this slab closest to us. They're going to excavate that right there, you can see it right now. Just expanding the square footage of that floor down there, making it a little bit bigger. Here's a better angle from the other side. If you look in that top right corner, you can see them doing the same thing. And they're going to go ahead and put a footer in there. And this is a prime example. If you remember, we had footers there already, but the plans changed, so now we got to tear it all out and just push that wall back pretty much. That's just unfortunate. Overall, this was a pretty fun job. The sand at the beginning, the dirt, I would say, it was more sandy than anything. This was like super easy to dig out. A lot of the homes that we do are hard clays and other materials. Like the large basement dig out that we did that has 250,000 views right now, that one, I want to say it was all hard clay, and that one was a tricky one to excavate. But this one was super nice because, like I said, just a bunch of sandy material, super easy to shovel and take out with the wheelbarrow. Alright, some more concrete footers going in. And see just all the bags of concrete that get used on this. And don't get me wrong, the pump truck is nice, but the only downside of a pump truck is that they're not always available to come supply your job with concrete. So like I said, we use these quickcrete bags to really just keep the job going. So at this point, all the footers are done. Now they're just gonna really start cleaning this up, grading the whole thing out, making it flat. And then from here, they're gonna start prep work on the final pour. All right, right here you can see these PVC pipes coming in. That's going to be the perimeter barrier that I was talking about. So any water that's trying to enter the basement from below, it's going to enter those first and then go to the sump pit in the back where it's able to be drained. Now that's a beautiful sight right there. All that extra dirt has finally been removed. That is what I'm talking about. That is gorgeous. That is what you like to see on these jobs. So on that PVC pipe, you get a good angle. You can see all the little holes on those pipes right there. You got a very small glimpse of it. That's where the water is going to enter and then go to the sump pit. Now you can see the guys just grading over everything, covering up that perimeter barrier a little bit, making it nice and flat. And that is a final finished week. All right, we're getting close to the end of this video. Just want to say thank you guys for watching, and just let us know again what you think of this new format of me doing voiceovers of this. If you guys enjoy it, it would mean a lot if you commented. And if you want to see anything else like Will and Hunter, be sure to leave a comment. It really helps us out a lot. Thank you guys. See you next time.